It's pointed at me.
Use that in the background or something. Let me just
The what? The
come here. I don't want to show everything on the ground.
well, right now it's looking at nothing, and it's telling people that I'm live. What? Ooh.
No. Hi. No. Oh, we got one person.
Yep.
That's it.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody's interested in this.
Kayla joined.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. Hi. Have understand.
So you gonna tell them what you're doing?
Are you in this video? Are you part of this? Okay. So, Adam's Polish had this mystery bucket that they put together for Valentine's Day. It was for sale the 14th, 15th. So, it was $75.99, and it's supposed to have
Plus shipping.
plus shipping and tax, I assume. I don't know. I didn't buy it. You bought it for me, so that was sweet. And it's supposed to have over $120 worth of products in it, and there might have been a few lucky ones that got a bucket that had over 250. I'm not gonna hold my breath on that one. So we're gonna open it and see what we got. Ian went ahead and cut it because I probably shouldn't be trusted with sharp objects. So here we go. Big ass bucket.
Looks like a nice bucket.
This looks like a nice bucket. In the open.
That's pretty sweet. It's not your standard basic
Check that out.
paint bucket.
Not interested in that. Okay.
So that's actually like a car wash bucket.
It is a car wash bucket. Okay, so
Are you gonna help Enzo? Are you helping?
he's gonna check everything out.
Yeah.
Make sure it's safe. And so we got the little catalog here, which I guess has all of the products that they sell.
Like their product line.
Product line and little packages and kits or whatever.
Okay, so it's got that.
So this will explain what we got in it. So that's cool. Okay. So we got polishing towel. So add that too.
Single soft polishing towel. Just a microfiber. Or
Should I look it up?
yeah. It's a really soft. It's definitely. It looks softer than a microfiber. So I'd say it's more of a polishing type application, or like maybe a wax.
Premium single soft microfiber towel. Plush towel for delicate finishes.
Yes, very delicate. You can tell just by if you. I can't even really get a good. It's hard to see on the camera like how soft this is. It's not like a Not like the cheap microfiber that you get at Walmart or something like that. It's pretty nice, actually. I don't know. It says it's $10 on the package anyway, so I don't know.
Catalog, $9.99.
It's kind of a lot for a microfiber, I guess.
Spray thingies. Schmozzles.
Yeah.
Okay, this brush. Looks like, I don't know, you brush your dog with it.
It's probably like a $40 brush you can get at Walmart for about $2.
All kinds of not information that I'm looking for. Tire scrub brush. It's a perfect brush to clean dirty tires and release dirt and road grime.
Well, there you go.
Pretty sure we have like
Yeah, we got
7 of those somewhere.
So it's just, there's nothing special about this brush.
$10.99.
Honestly, it looks really, really cheap. It's a cheap casting, cheap mold. Pretty cheap brush, just bristles. You know. It's I'd say that's probably like probably medium, like a medium bristle. It's not a really firm bristle brush, so it'd probably work good on your wheels. I would say work good on cleaning while you're cleaning your wheels and tires. Scrubbing. Oh, stickers. Cool.
$80 sticker.
You've got a thing about stickers, so
Yep,
I have to constantly keep her from putting stickers on vehicles because that looks like garbage.
It'll go in a sticker bag. So, black trim restorer.
Black trim
No idea what that means.
restore. Well, that would be like for something like this. That would be a black trim piece. Also, you should be able to use it for stuff like this. You know, trim any seal or molding. So this has got like a water spot on it, but I would imagine like some of this stuff ends up getting dull. It starts to get dull over time, you know, with the years. And I'd venture to say if we tried a little bit on some of these seals and stuff, we could probably give people a pretty good idea of what this is supposed to do. I mean, I've never used it, so
Maybe
I don't know.
another video.
I've used similar things, but
Maybe we'll try it tomorrow.
never used theirs.
It says $14.99.
$14.99 for that. Okay.
Restores
For the
faded
trim.
or weathered trim back to new.
Try to see if it doesn't seem like it focuses that great. Okay.
Tap on the screen, make it focus.
Nope.
Well, how about that?
I don't know. Whatever. So.
Okay. Tire and rubber cleaner.
Tire and rubber cleaner. So
So far, and it's
probably
setting in a bucket.
clean,
Go with our tire
scrub your
brush.
tire, clean your tire, and then you might be able to put some of this, clean your trim, and then use some trim restore on it after the fact.
Let's see, that is $12.99. It says remove stubborn grease and discoloration from tires and rubber trim.
Okay. Yeah. So what you do with this deal is, you know, I guess how they've got their deal set up. I'm pretty new to this. I really don't. I've done detailing for years, but I have never messed around with Adams products really. Just some of their it's like spray detailer and stuff like that, which is actually really good stuff for what it is. I mean, it's kind of pricey for spray detailer, but it works pretty good. So anyway, all their stuff comes like this, where they're going to give you a bottle, and then that's why they're giving you a handful of these cheap, cheesy little sprayers, so that you can stick one of these in each one of them. But it is a good concept to just give you a capped bottle, and that is because a lot of times, you know, you can get, you don't have leaks, or you don't get, you know, air exposed to the product. So it's a good way to store this stuff if it's going to be, you know, over time. Well, what else you got?
Wheel cleaner.
Wow, we must have just got stuck on a
We got the wheel bucket.
wheel and
It
tire.
wasn't a mystery bucket, it was the wheel bucket. Remove stubborn brake dust and metallic contamination from your wheels. $14.99.
So wheel cleaner, that's a $14.99 value. For anybody paying retail out there. I hate paying retail.
Undercarriage spray.
Now spray your undercarriage.
$12.99. Make your black fender well liners a perfect satin black finish.
Okay, so now I'm not positive on this, but I've seen this done. Now, I think this is that stuff that I've always wondered what the slick used car dealers, you know, use to make everything under the hood shiny. They're like, you know, your hoses and everything's all glossy. I think that's this stuff, which is kind of neat. That you can, you know, you spray this stuff on, you clean it up a little bit and spray this stuff on, and I believe you just let it set for a little while. Let's see, you just let it set up to dry 10 to 15 minutes. And then, you know, it says if it's blotchy, then, you know. So I'm imagining it's putting like a kind of a hard clear coat, sort of a seal on all your stuff where you spray it in the fender wells. If you got black fender wells, you know, it makes everything look shiny and new, even though it's not. So when you're buying a used car, this is your used car treatment. They probably have some cheaper version, but
Look 'em up.
I don't know. How much is this the sleazy car lot undercarriage shine cost?
$12.99 for the 16 ounce, or $39.99 per gallon.
$12.99, and so yeah, this is 16 ounce. So all these bottles look like they're 16 ounce bottles. So except for the
That's a 4 ounce.
the black trim, that's a 4 ounce bottle. So
The bucket alone, by the way,
About that big.
with the little grate thing in it, is $24.99.
this freaking bucket is $25. But it is cool because, you know, it does have this grate that's removable. So what it allows you to do, huh?
What are people saying?
I don't know. What's up? How you doing, Chris? Green Drazel wants to see pictures from today. Okay, I'm assuming that was
Pretty Little Drivers.
from your guys' little get together. And I mean, if you need one of these, then I mean, I guess
I looked yesterday and the bucket was still available, even though it was supposed to not be. So I don't know if it's still up.
you may still be able to get it.
You may still be able to get it.
Probably. They're probably making millions of dollars off of doing this deal, so that's why we're letting you guys know what you can get.
What we got and what you might get.
Right. So anyway, but what I was saying about this bucket that's cool is, first of all, I mean, I've never really experienced any of these cool buckets that have a screw-on lid like that. Most of them are really annoying, and you're trying to pop the top off of it, and they're really hard. But you know, you can put all your detailing stuff back in the bucket when you're done, and seal it up. But this grate, you know, when you got, it's really ideal to have like 2 wash buckets. One for your soapy suds and one for your, you know, like a second one. So when you start getting, you know, you get the majority of the nasties off, and you end up with that in your bucket, and then you go to a clean bucket. But at least I've always done it that way. But this is neat because it's got a grate down there. So when you're like rinsing your What? Oh, did you lick your face
He got me.
in the mouth?
Not in my mouth.
Oh, where is that? Your wash mitt. Then, you know, you can kind of squeeze it out in there, and all the dirt part will fall down into the bottom where you can't get back into it. So when you dip your,
Back to the internet, which I thought I shut that off.
I don't know. I think are we back on? I don't know. It should shut off for a minute.
It should be.
Okay. So yeah, you know, you dip in your
Wash mitt.
wash mitt, yeah, down in there, and that way you're just not dipping back into dirt, because that dirt's kind of floating around in there. You know, you swish your stuff around and you put it on the car, and you know, you get some grit in there and you're rubbing it around and you're just scratching it up. You know, you got to make sure you get all that bull crap out of there. So that's what this allows all the dirt to settle down in the very bottom of the bucket. And then you can get, you know, you can take that out and you can rinse the bucket out, clean it all out really nice. What else you got?
H2O guard and gloss.
What is that?
Let's find out.
H2O garden. So, I mean, I know what H2O is. Does anybody else know?
H2O guard and gloss. That particular bottle is $19.99.
Sounds chemistry.
Our water-activated sealant protects, shines, and seals your paint while drying.
What are you doing, little boy? What are you doing? What do you want? Are you being silly? Do you want over one of that? You're gonna have to jump. You gotta jump.
Okay, come on.
There you go.
Your paws are cold.
Yeah. Cold concrete. Okay. Well, enough of that. You want to sniff it? Okay. Smell good at all? It doesn't smell too bad. Yeah, you can kind of smell it through there. Anyway, so it does what? You just kind of wipe it on and
Our water
wipe it off.
activated sealant protects, shines, and seals your paint while drying.
Huh. So it's sort of like a wipe on. It sounds to me like it's kind of like a wipe on wax. You know, just a quick. It's really liquidy. So it's real watery sounding. I don't know. It sounds like some mumbo jumbo garbage to me. I think that regular wax, good wax, would probably do the same thing. Realistically, believe it or not, I mean, for anybody out there, I'm going to get contradicted and all this probably for this, but if you actually polish your paint nicely, if it's clean, you know, you go through the proper steps and use a clay bar and polish your paint to a very fine finish, water will absolutely run right off of it. And I learned this in paint school. So, you know, it's hard for me to believe. I guess it's not hard for me to believe. I know that there's waxes out there that are pretty wild, and you can see them put the wax on and it just runs off. Water runs off in sheets. But I've also seen the same thing on cars that I've buffed to a very fine finish, and by the time you get done, the water runs right. What am I hanging on for?
Did it say it was connected? Oh.
Yeah. Sorry about that. Don't know what happened. If I was a computer genius, I'd tell you. But anyway, shut off and.
I don't think unless people are logging on, nobody's hearing you say that.
Nathaniel Evers joined. So yeah.
Okay, so Brilliant Glaze was
Continuing on.
next item out the bucket, which
Brilliant Glaze.
it's $24.99,
25 bucks.
and it says add amazing depth, shine, and a whole new dimension to your finish.
Yep. All you gotta do is buy everything else to get it there. Since, well, we really got a bunch of wheel and tire stuff mostly. But that'll be nice. Actually, the glaze is good. and you can use that. And glazes typically are kind of expensive. I mean, 3M stuff that I use, a lot of that stuff a bottle, I mean, it's up in there, 60, 80 bucks a bottle, pretty easy. So you know, if this stuff works, you know, if this Adams glaze works, which I'm sure it does. I mean, I've only heard good things, really, pretty much, about Adams products, and we've actually had a vehicle detailed with Adams products by a guy named Andrew Holder that's local here. So, you know, we felt like it turned out really good. And I mean, again, like I was saying earlier,
sent me home with the one thing that I was using was in this bucket, which was not
the detail spray.
Strawberry detail.
We did not get detail spray. I mean, I would think that'd be something you'd throw in every bucket.
You'd think.
Every what do they call these?
Mystery bucket.
Mystery bucket. Every mystery bucket I feel like should have some spray detail in it, just because everybody uses spray detail. It's a simple thing. You know, you wash your car, you got some hard water spots or something like that. Spray detailer is what you go over. You can knock those hard water spots off real quick. You know, you can go around and touch your stuff up, right? You know, I mean, that's what you do. So,
when you think to wash your car, that, you know, you'd be getting a stuff to wash your car when we get stuff to clean your wheels.
Mostly we got a lot of wheel and tire cleaners stuff. So,
but we got the brilliant Blaze Red Hex Grip Applicator.
So at least we got two things that go together too.
Together, it's $7.99, and they said this is
$7.99.
Softest wax and glaze applicator that they offer. So yeah, I don't know.
It does feel pretty smooth, soft and smooth. It's just kind of it's got a more of an open cell foam, and then like a really, really fine, more closed cell foam. And I would say that it's not abrasive. Your concern is always when you apply anything, it's that piece of dirt or something that gets, you know, on your pad, and you start rubbing it on, and by the time you get to cleaning it off, you know, you're buffing it off, rubbing it off by hand, whether it's by hand, you know, which a lot of this stuff is going to be put on by hand, like this kind of stuff, or like you're going to use a machine, you know, like a buffer, a slow spin, you know, not like necessarily like a high speed. You know, that's when you'll find out that you know, had a piece of dirt in this, and you'll look at that after you've got it buffed off and go, crap, I've got a bunch of scratches in my nice paint job. And then you got to figure out how to buff that all out. So,
oh goodness.
Brian Chucky Davis joined.
Goodness. Are you okay?
Hey, Brian Chucky Davis.
That's pretty cool.
Hey, that is pretty cool. We think you're pretty cool. All right.
The last thing
hey,
I was in.
Brandon joined too.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Hey, Brandon.
Billy Dragger.
Yeah. And Dad Squatch. Hey, buddy.
Hi, Sean.
Yeah, we lost everybody on where we were doing the first part of this deal.
Okay,
so poor doggy. This dog. Are you kidding me?
Hi.
This dog is spoiled.
Oh, hi.
That thing.
Yeah,
look
hi.
at him. Like he's got a rough life.
Yeah, he's got it so rough. Just so rough.
Okay.
So the last thing in there, it looks like a pin cushion.
Yeah, it does.
But it says it's
really
a
soft.
Ceramic coating applicator, which we didn't get.
We don't have ceramic coating.
Ceramic coating, so.
I actually have been hearing a lot about that, and I'd like to try it, but I just haven't yet. So this ceramic coating is a new craze, and so that's what I was saying earlier. I don't know what. Hey, quit being a dork. I don't know, you know, everything about all this stuff as far as this ceramic coating wax, but I do know that if you polish your paint, it literally will repel water. So this is it, $25 bucket, and you get a couple of application pads. You get a
All together,
$10
it was about
microfiber.
$160 if you bought all this stuff separately, if I did the math correctly. So we got that little microfiber towel, this tire brush.
Man, really cheap tire brush.
Probably won't ever use.
Yeah, we'll use it.
Okay, he'll use it. The black trim restorer.
You're always scrubbing some motor or something.
H2O guard and gloss. The undercarriage spray. It's pretty. The Brilliant Glaze, which looks like milk. Wheel cleaner. Again, a lot of this stuff is really thin, it seems like. And the tire and rubber cleaner.
Very rough with the sneezing. What?
Enzo.
Oh, is he sneezing?
He had a couple of sneezes.
Oh, he does that. It's a weird, like, nervous tick or something, I think, so.
Well, he has been over here sniffing the floor of the garage, so it didn't exactly sweep the entire thing before he came in, so. And,
So,
all
yeah.
those deals. So
That's pretty much the gist of what you get.
That's what we got in our
yeah.
mystery bucket.
That's what we got in our mystery bucket here. So,
Maybe some more people will do some openings on their mystery buckets.
it really would be interesting to
they
see
got.
what other people did get in their deal. So we paid like, it was 80 some bucks. What was it? 80 some dollars.
Yeah, after the shipping and whatnot. The bucket itself, it was $74.99, and then shipping was $7, and I don't know, was there tax on there? Probably. But we got it really, really quick.
Oh, yeah.
2 days, I think.
Well, we're in
So,
Kansas and they're in Colorado, so 2 days. That was quick.
That
We
was
weren't
quick.
expecting it that quick, so.
Really wish that spray detailer would have been in there, because that would have been the one thing that I really would have used the most, but
Yeah, she really likes that spray detailer.
I do.
It's what scent is it?
Strawberry.
Strawberry. Yeah.
Strawberry.
I've used it and I think it smells good too. It makes you want to lick the paint,
I
you
have
know.
all like this much left from what he gave me 2 years ago. I didn't want to use it all.
What or what? Jake Zenke Jacob?
Oh, that's Hannika's husband.
Oh. What do you mean? What are those?
What or what?
I got a thumbs up.
Hey.
Hey. Yeah. Anyway. Well, so what was the value? Total value was
Total value was about $160.
$160, and we gave like 80 something for it. So,
Yeah.
you know, even though a lot of the stuff probably don't, well, not a lot of it, but much of it we're not going to probably care that, not going to care that much about. But I'll tell you what, I mean, $25. Hey, lick it. You know, she said no licking the paint, Kelsey. Well, sometimes you just got to lick the paint. I mean, sometimes you find some paint chips and you just got to eat them too. But yeah, I don't know. I mean, I say
It's a cool bucket.
all
but
in
I
all,
don't
the
know that
bucket's
I'd
pretty
pay
rad.
$25 for the bucket itself.
I don't know that I paid $25 for it, but I would say that if you were gonna store your junk in it, you know, all your detailing stuff, it's a place to store it. And then, you know, I mean, it's valuable, but $25 valuable, I'm not really sure. I don't know. Since you can buy like a bucket of Lowe's for like I said, you can buy a bucket of like Lowe's for like $5, but you know, you got that lid that's a pain in the butt to get off, and this deal spins on and off, and it's actually it's even got a little like O-ring seal in there, and you know, I mean, you can seal your stuff up tight, which kind of goes back to the whole point of having these capped, and then you know having you know them give you this. I like that feature or that thought process, because now you're not just letting everything kind of, you know, go through here and clog up your squirters. You know, everybody's probably had problems with that in the past if they've ever used these daggum things. That, you know, you get pissed off when they stop working. So anyway, you can pull them out, clean them out. You know, everything can be clean. Throw it back in the bucket, seal it all up. Everything's airtight. You know, these are airtight, not just evaporating and get, you know, into the atmosphere. and whatnot. So, it makes a handy little deal for washing your stuff, if you care about washing your stuff. Which, if you look at this, obviously I do not wash things that much. So, this is actually probably one of the cleanest cars we got right now. So.
No, 'cause I washed the truck today before we went to the trailer driver's deal.
Okay. Well, there you go.
So.
Well, we've got a lot of paint to lick, so we're probably about done here.
Yeah.
Hopefully, everybody's a little bit more knowledgeable on what comes in the Adams
Polishes mystery bucket.
Yeah, guesstimate bucket. It's like a grab bag.
Pretty much, it was just a grab bucket.
But anyway, well, if y'all need your tires and wheels cleaned,
Hit me up.
we got something to do.
We got
there.
the stuff.
We'll have the cleanest wheels and tires in Wichita.
Yeah. So.
All right,
guys. See ya.
See y'all.